Hello, and welcome to the Conversation Is podcast, the TCIP. I'm Charlie Pitson.
And I'm Ash Hughes.
Today we have a special guest.
Again.
Dean Maxwell.
Yeah.
Dean's here again for bonfire night. We've done Halloween with him, now we're going to do fireworks.
And what are we watching?
V for Vendetta.
Fuck aye.
V... When was this released? 2005?
2005, yeah.
Remember 2005.
Yeah.
Let's get into it, Anza.
Let's do this.
So V for Vendetta. Recently, Robot Chicken has started back up again, and they were saying in one of their episodes that this is problematic because it's about a girl that gets Stockholm Syndrome,
Yeah.
and they're kind of right,
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, he does definitely. I mean, he kidnaps her, let's be fair.
Oh, hands down. Did she shave her head on screen, right?
No, I was going to say that you don't just kidnap her, he tortures her psychologically.
Yeah, that's true. He does that prison thing with it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Is that Jerome Flynn from Game of Thrones? Or am I just imagining it?
I think you're imagining that.
Or is it Michael Smiley? This is literally like this opening to Sin City with Marv.
Yeah.
Not the opening with Josh Hartnett, the real, the girl with the red dress. And I think it's called A Long Night. That's the segment. Ooh. And he's like sneaking past, and Nick Offerman is one of them people he kills.
I haven't seen it.
His name's Scud, and he's got like blonde hair. It's weird as fuck.
Like, this film always in my head, I like to think this film is part of 1984. You know the John Hurt film?
Yeah, the George Orwell book.
Yeah. Like, I mean, the parallels are obvious with the dystopian setting of this.
Yeah. It's weird how he doesn't ever takes his mask off, does he?
No.
And it's Hugo Weaving.
Yeah. I don't know though. Is it Hugo Weaving?
Yeah.
Do you think it is?
Yeah, it is Hugo Weaving. Yeah.
I mean, I know the voices, but
do you think most of the fight? He's probably not doing the
Yeah.
little fighting scenes and stuff. No, not a chance. If he doesn't need to be shown, he's not going to be in it. And do you see him as the kind of guy like Tom Cruise? I'm going to do my own stunts. Nah. Plus, he wouldn't even come back as Red Skull.
Gotta say that the fight scene in the underground where he's about to he goes to give himself up and turn himself in, and then he says to the guy, "You got 3 seconds to load your gun. By that time, I'll kill all of you," and he just goes mad.
No, I don't know. I haven't seen it in
That's a great
probably
scene.
almost 15 years at this point.
Yeah, I haven't seen this in a long time.
You really need to watch it again. It is just.
I was gonna
amazing.
watch it this week, but I was so busy working every night, and then when I
It's
get back, I'm just so knackered.
When
We
he
were saying
when he
earlier-
talks, it draws you in.
Yeah, the monologues and stuff are amazing. We were saying before you came, this is the type of film you don't say, "Oh, let's watch V for Vendetta," but if it's on, you watch it.
Yeah. I mean, we shamelessly picked it because it's bonfire.
Keeping within
Right,
a
this
theme,
week,
innit?
yeah.
We've done Halloween last
Will
week.
this
We're doing
be released? Will
bonfire
this
this
be
week.
released on Bonfire
It will. It will be 5th of November, yeah, Tuesday.
on the Tuesday? Oh fuck, yeah.
Remember the 5th of November?
Yeah.
Gunpowder Treason and Podcast, TCIP.
Check us out. Yeah, our first sponsor. We sponsor ourselves. So So this was written by the Wachowskis, but it was directed by.
Because it's based on a comic.
No, but they wrote the screenplay for it,
Yeah.
and then
It
they got
reeks of
their.
Wachowskis though, because it's very it is kind of Matrixy.
But the director was one of the assistant directors on The Matrix, and a few other films, and this is his directorial debut.
Yeah, that
And
makes
he's
total
done
sense to me.
absolutely fucking nothing after that.
A lot like Dean was saying, the monologues. If you compared the monologues to this to some of the monologues in The Matrix, you can see the Wachowski's fingerprints all over it.
His name is James McTeigue, and he did assistant director on Dark City, Matrix Trilogy, and Star Wars Episode 2.
Fair.
He worked on Sense8, and he directed Ninja Assassin. Do you ever watch that?
Ninja
I've
Assassin.
seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
with Rain.
Who's the guy in it? Rain. Yeah. A long time ago. Yeah. You know me. I love that type of shit.
Yeah.
I got something amazing to talk about.
And The Invasion as well with Daniel Craig.
Fair. He's done some work.
Yeah.
We didn't do this last week. We didn't do what we watched last week.
No, we didn't. But yeah.
And I got a
We
lot of stuff
didn't
I've watched.
do most of them because it's been such a long time.
been a
I
long
genuinely
time.
forgot. We didn't do rotten reviews. I don't think it works with The Exorcist. It doesn't deserve to have that segment. It's too good of a film.
Yeah, it's too iconic. Legacy. I bet there's some stinking reviews for this though.
Yeah, I'm trying to get
Let's get it. Let's get rotten reviews going.
Rotten
This
reviews.
is Rotten Reviews, Dean. This is a segment where Charlie reads me bad reviews of films, and I offer to fight the people who made those reviews.
Fuck's sake.
That's basically how it
In
goes.
all fairness, though, no matter how great a movie is, there will be
Some of them are insane. The ones for In Bruges are probably my favourite one we've done. Because some of those people are people who just haven't understood the film.
No, I was listening to the podcast when you was talking about the reviews for that, and what the stuff you were reading out was just having me in stitches. How
They're
someone
just insane, aren't
someone can watch a movie, review it, and do they not realize that your opinion means nothing because you clearly don't know
that's
what
mean,
you're even looking for?
A lot of them are people who just haven't understood what's going on. Do you know what I mean?
Right, so
Right, let's get into it then.
there's only 68 rotten reviews for this, mind.
What's his percentage? I reckon
Oh, the percentage, yeah.
40s,
It's
40s.
what do you reckon? Oh, no, like Rotten Tomatoes, that percentage.
I reckon I'm probably about 30 on Rotten Tomato.
I
you
go
got-
40s, yeah, mid 40s to 50.
I can't guess now because I'm looking at it,
Yeah.
but I would have gone for something like 86.
Really?
Yeah, it's got 72%, but it's got an audience score of 90,
That's a lot more than I would have thought.
which makes more sense because it feels like a cult film, really.
It is a great film. I love it, but I don't know. I don't know what it is about it. It's something about it that makes me feel like it's probably been slated. I don't know. Yeah, right. What we got for
Oh,
reviews?
it's Eddie Marson, yeah. So we got with such a revolutionary attitude, big themes, and incendiary topics. It's amazing how bland the final product of the film can be.
I can get that. It's a slow film.
Yeah,
It's a slow burner, but that's been it's kind of like the Matrix, like that. I mean, realistically, the first Matrix is a slow burner.
But in all fairness,
Remember when
if
we
this
watched
was
it,
if this was any faster and all it was that guy kicking people around,
No, I get that
takes
as
away the
well.
appeal of the movie.
No, I can get that, but
Yeah.
for me, that I understand that review. I can understand why someone would think, like, this is too long for me and it's boring.
Yeah,
'Cause like you said, it's very monologue and dialogue heavy,
that's my.
and for
that's
some
my kind of
people,
thing,
that's
though.
like I can't.
That's what. That's part. It's kind of like almost like an indie film in that sense.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of like how.
It's like Gangs of New York. Like, I mean,
Mm.
you know how much I love Gangs of New York, but if someone said to you like, I can't, it's too long, I totally get it because it is too long.
Oh yeah, that's the reason why we still haven't watched it too.
Yeah, it's just too long of a
And
film.
I'm looking forward to the Irishman, which is gonna be like 3 hours and 40 minutes or something like that.
Yeah,
Like, that's gonna be good though, because
you know it's
you know
gonna
what to
be
expect,
fucking,
and
yeah.
you know it's Scorsese, man. You know what I mean? Like, that guy can just say whatever he wants. Do you agree with that? Do you reckon?
Well,
This whole cinema thing, because this is probably like 2 weeks old now. We haven't even spoken about it because we haven't done anything. But like the whole
the Marvel
him saying
thing.
the Marvel in cinema, Francis Ford Coppola saying it now, Jay Roach is saying it.
Do you know what?
I think
It's like Steven Spielberg about the Netflix thing.
yeah,
It reeks to me of old man shaking his fist at the waves. Like,
yeah.
do you know what I mean?
Oh, the cloud. Yeah,
Yeah, like it reeks of that to me, to
It
be
does,
honest.
I guess Scorsese's point and Coppola's point though.
I get, I
like
get
them, but like Jennifer
And I gotta
Aniston
say,
also
like-
had a thing in it as well.
Like, to be honest, like the Marvel films at the minute are like copy and paste.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But like, it's just because I think when you grow up like seeing these characters and you see a live action film, you're gonna watch it because you don't care. It's like, oh, holy shit, they've made another film.
But what you got to remember as well, part of that is they're also from the generation that used to call comics funny books.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
good
To people like
Like-
Scorsese and Coppola, comic books aren't literature.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? They don't understand the value in some of those storytellings, I think.
My dad would think like you'd see me reading a comic and think, "Oh, aren't you past that age?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get that. It's so weird, isn't it? Like, I don't get what's wrong with comics. I saw a guy reading a comic on like a morning like commute when I was going to work on Wednesday. Like, I was on like a 6 a.m. fucking train, and the guy was just sitting there, right, Superman t-shirt on, just going to fucking town on this comic book, and I was just like, I was almost like Arthur Fleck, like behind him, like trying to like
I
oh yeah, you
personally-
enjoy that, pal.
I
Fucking
personally
yes.
don't understand the difference between a comic book and a movie, where people react to them like, "Oh, one's okay, but the other isn't."
Yeah.
Just because instead of seeing it on a TV, you're seeing it in a book.
It's the same with animation.
Yeah.
Young Justice was way like mature, and the twists in it alone. The twists in Young Justice, kids would not understand. That whole Aquaman thing, man, I was so bought into that. I was raging until that twist. You know what I mean?
The DC animated universe, movie-wise, is just amazing, and I'd rather watch a DC animated movie than a live-action movie.
Absolutely.
And
there's more you can do with it though as well.
Yeah,
that's
like
it.
they
Yeah,
can
the
just
budget-wise, and yeah.
But people see animation, they go for, aren't you a bit old for that? They don't actually try to even see what it's about and see
It's
the
a
adult
whole different
themes
art as
and-
well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was saying to you, like I can't really get into animated stuff. I've tried my fucking best. I'm still trying. Like I watch South Park on the regular now, but that's because I grew up watching South Park.
South Park, yeah.
What's a few things we watched?
But at the same time, though, South Park is also like blatantly adult. Do you mean like you're saying,
Yeah, I
someone walked
think
into a
that's it,
room and
yeah.
you're watching
Batman.
Young Justice or Clone Wars,
Yeah.
right? They're gonna go, "Oh, really, you're a kid." If you come in and watch South Park, chances are, while they walk in, South Park's gonna do something outrageous where they're gonna go. "Oh,
and if you watch
okay."
Family Guy, you'll probably get stabbed.
I don't like Family
Or
Guy.
American Dad.
No, they're not for me.
Simpsons, you can go with that because everyone loves Simpsons. It's like the Friends of the animated.
Yeah,
world, isn't it?
Simpsons is universal, isn't it?
But yeah. Also, we should go back to the Rotten Reviews.
Rotten Reviews.
This is how we ramble every single time, man. It's ridiculous. So someone else said, if the secret police ever want to get anything out of me, all they have to do is sit me down in front of this film. I tell them I was the third man on the grassy knoll just to make them switch it off. Fucking hell.
But he hasn't expressed what he doesn't like about the film.
I feel like reviews like that,
that's not
because
a review.
I can take a bad review if it has some standing, but that's not a review in my eyes.
That's like he hasn't explained what he doesn't like about the film.
That's
so-
as bland as
that-
my controversy on Heath Ledger's Joker. I just don't like it.
Yeah,
like, that's it.
I feel like he's gone on there with the intent to say something that would make people angry,
Yeah.
and he has not put anything to actually say why he. I mean, people's opinions. You know, they can say that it's a bad movie. Say why it's a bad movie. I'll disagree with them.
Yeah.
But you
Open
know,
up for the discussion there,
yeah.
isn't it? Like he hasn't put like I don't like this movie because of X, Y, and Z. Where you can go, well, X is because this. What do you know what I mean? He's just gone. I don't like this movie, which isn't a review in my opinion.
No, so people who put things like that should just be taken off, regardless of whether if someone did the same thing and went for I like this movie, I reckon that should be taken off as well. That's not a review. Saying you like a movie isn't helping anyone.
No. That's more of an opinion than a
Yeah.
review.
Well, you wouldn't take a movie if someone suggested a movie to you that you didn't know. You wouldn't go think about watching that movie, would you? Some random guy walked up to you in the street. You should.
I
watch
like this movie. Go, yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't. You don't know them. You wouldn't take. You know, and that's pretty much what they're doing there.
This is a one for you. V for Vendetta, based on a graphic novel, is sabotaged by a second half, which is more like V for Vacuous. By the end, it's 1984 meets the Phantom of the Opera. That's a good one. What do you reckon? What's your... Do you want to fight him?
I don't want to fight him. I want to shake his hand. I think he's right.
Yeah.
I think he's right. He is right. I mean, I said the 1984
I wouldn't even give that. I
thing
wouldn't even
just
say that's a
now.
rotten thing. I think that's just like...
I mean-
it depends if you like it or not.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't expressed that like, I get where he's coming from. I mean, I said the 1984 thing, like, just now, and I mean, I get the Phantom thing. I mean, he's a masked creep who lives underground who's obsessed with a woman, so I mean, I sort of get where
Yeah.
he's coming from. Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough.
If I'm honest with you, right, I don't like the style of how it's shot. Like, it's just too...
It's amateur. It
It's
feels
so
amateur, doesn't
amateur.
it?
It does feel amateur.
It feels like
the direction
like,
feels
yeah,
wrong.
it feels like a BBC drama.
This would have looked, if I'm honest, would have looked better. Probably like a bit more widescreen.
To be honest, though, I think that's what draws my attention to his character more than anything else is the fact that the film isn't perfect, but his portrayal of V in the film is just outstanding.
Yeah.
And you tend to notice it more when everything else in the film isn't quite up to the standard that
Yeah.
the actors are.
Doesn't it? It just looks like a
That's
TV
like-
movie.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't like drama.
It's
Dramatic
got a
films.
very British filming
like
style.
I think only comedies work well with like the 16:9 aspect ratio. Do you know what I mean? Like,
It definitely has the feel like it was.
that's the same thing with
made to
Avengers.
skip the cinema.
Avengers, the first Avengers, right, was shot like that.
Oh my god, we've
And it
talked about the
looks
first Avengers. The
awful.
first Avengers
It looks like
disgusting.
a fucking TV show.
Yeah,
and
it's
I
shocking.
can't. And also, Catsuit can get in the bin, and it makes it.
It's more like Agents of Shield, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't. I don't really rewatch the film.
Agents of Shield.
I don't skip it, but I'll rewatch Infinity War.
It hasn't aged well, and that's been like I feel like that about Endgame.
Story wise, it's a great story. I love it. Joss Whedon did well.
It does its job, doesn't
It's just
it? It gets them
the style of
together.
it. It's just a bit like
It wasn't a great filming
the
choice.
cinema of it was more like a theme park.
Yeah.
That's why I think I reckon Scorsese only watched the Avengers,
Yeah,
and he based his entire
yeah, and
opinion.
it's soured the rest of it for him.
and he hasn't seen he hasn't seen Doctor Strange. Like that's a film. Like if you take that out, it doesn't need to be part of Marvel.
Doctor Strange is one of those films where, like, again, it's copy and paste, but the amount of work that has gone into like the effects alone on that film is noteworthy.
Like
you know?
if I had to pick like a few of the Marvel films that could be classed as cinema, that would be one. Both Guardians of the Galaxy.
yeah.
I like the space opera-ness of it.
Thor
Because
Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok feels so much like a Marvel movie to me, just because it's so like it's too funny. Like Guardians is funny, but I think it's because it like takes itself away from the MCU because it's trying to expand it on the cosmic side of it. They feel like their own films, and it's got no part with anyone else.
Yeah, they feel standalone.
I feel like out of how funny Thor was that last one compared to Infinity War and Endgame, I feel like it definitely came out at the right time because I feel
it did come out at the right time.
everyone needed that reminder, that boost
Yeah.
of what Marvel films are meant to be.
Yeah,
before they went.
Yeah, you're right. I think you're right. Yeah, I think Marvel might have been about to go into a dip before Ragnarok. I think you're right.
That's all the movie is, isn't it? I mean, at the end of the day, it was no
It's
big,
just
massive...
a really fun time.
Yeah,
like
it wasn't like, oh, there's a big, massive threat that they have to resolve, and they could take their time with the movie. And to me, it was just the best timing they could have done is to bring that out right before those other two movies.
Yeah.
Right, I've got another one here. Right, it's just a funny one. Alan Moore may be the greatest victim of Hollywood's comic book adaptation craze. He's just got shat on, didn't he?
That's right as well. To be fair,
Like what he did? Did he do Watchmen?
Watchmen.
Yeah.
They've shot him out of Watchmen.
Oh
big
yeah,
time.
yeah.
DC right.
Have you seen the
tacked him out of
TV?
Watchmen.
Have you seen the TV series? Yeah.
No, I've got it. I haven't watched it yet.
All right. I need to watch that.
I'm currently waiting to watch it as well. I'm wanting to make sure that I'm in like the perfect
State of mind.
state of
Yeah.
mind.
That's it. You know it's going to be heavy, don't you? I mean, it's HBO for a start.
Yeah.
I mean, you know it's going to be...
I think it's gonna be probably like just over mediocre, like probably like in the 60s percentage, like maybe the first episode. I don't know. It's just like that's a tough one to do.
It's such... Yeah, that's... I mean, it's a weird IP to be working with. Because Watchmen is a complete story. Do you mean Watchmen is a complete circle of a story? I mean, taking obviously now DC Rebirth out of it, do you mean, where do you continue on from Watchmen, which is why they've tried to say, oh, it's an expanded, like a different timeline or whatever. Because the main thing is people want Rorschach.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's my thing with DC
And
Rebirth.
their Rorschach is like kind of like this.
Well, Rorschach. There's
like I don't like the DC Rebirth at the minute because I just don't like the Rorschach in it because he's not Rorschach.
Well, Batman is three people in Watchmen, isn't he? Part of him's Rorschach, part of him's Owlman, and part of him's I forget his name, the guy that's behind everything with the computers. Yeah, you put those three characters together, and that's meant to be Batman.
Yeah.
So to have Rorschach without his counterparts, just to have the brutalness of Rorschach, you need something else to complement him. Because he can get his... they didn't put in the movie, did they? Why Rorschach started killing people.
I think they do, yeah.
They put a bit of it in the movie, but not the full extent.
Like all the stuff with his mum and...
Well, it was when he found that guy who's murdered the little girl.
Yeah, they do it at the very start. He takes her bones out of the furnace and then he kills him.
Right.
I'm sure he feeds him to the dog. Did he feed him to his
He
dog?
feeds them to the dog. Yeah.
I think so.
I think they cover it a little bit in the movie, but not to the extent.
It's like the opening.
that
It's like Rorschach's opening introduction. So it's like 5-10 minutes.
Fucking hell.
That's tacky, innit?
Yeah. So, should I do one more?
Yeah, we'll do one more.
A movie that's been made in the Wachowski style but lacks a distinctive visual flair.
Again, yeah, I get where he's coming from.
Visual
Like you
flair.
said, I mean, it looks tacky. It doesn't look like The Matrix, does
it looks like a TV movie or like...
In that sense, yes. But when it comes to him fighting, I think it's
the
got
action
everything
scenes
it
are
needs.
fantastic.
It's just,
Yeah.
it's just the aspect ratio just throws me right off. It
Yeah.
doesn't feel cinematic enough, and I reckon it could be.
When
And it's set in Britain, and
It feels British, yeah. What did you say, sorry?
When did you say this was made?
Oh, fuck. Was it like
2005.
2005, yeah.
It feels like it was made 1995. Right.
No,
it doesn't
between
feel
them.
like 2005.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it just feels like a TV drama. Like,
It's
I mean, I feel like Shaun of the Dead had better quality than this.
yeah, but that's
Yeah.
that's the thing, right? That's what I was like. Do you know when you're younger, when you see a film in widescreen, and you just get really pissed off? You're like, oh, where's the missing
Stretched
screen?
them, yeah.
I would stretch Friends DVDs from 4:3 to 16:9. They worked out kind of fine. It just cut out a lot of the side, but you don't care about shit like that. It's just props and shit. But like as you kind of like learn to realize, oh, like that's it was an intent to do that. Then you kind of start to enjoy it. Like you don't care about widescreen anymore, do you? Like you don't complain about it. Like
you forget about it after 10 minutes of
plus
the movie.
the size of your TV as well. It's not gonna matter. So I don't know why this should have been shot a bit tighter. It's too much going. It's too much space.
Actually, yeah, this is kind of Phantom of the Opera-ish. Like, he's kidnapped her, she wakes up, and he's got, like, this mad underground place with amazing art and loads of books. Now that guy said it, like, he is right. This is, like, almost copy and pasted from Phantom.
Yeah. Guy Fawkes meets.
Do you know what? I bet you, I would put money on Alamo was probably was very much influenced by the Phantom, I imagine, thinking about it now.
Yeah.
Because this is just, it is kind of uncanny.
All throughout watching this movie, I am honestly waiting for a part where he's gonna just slice his head into her dress.
Oh yeah, I was thinking
Like
that.
yeah,
Like the
Zorro,
Antonio
Zorro.
Banderas Zorro.
Yeah. Either
Captain
that,
Tito's
either that,
Rose.
or it's just like they just start banging, and the rest of the film is just that penetration.
He's gay though, isn't he? V's gay.
Is he?
I'm sure
in the movie, I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah,
I'm pretty
His
sure he isn't.
character
But yeah.
Do you ever
'cause that's
see him
why he
unmasked?
ends up
Is he
in that-
unmasked? Does he get
Yeah.
unmasked in
Place.
the comics, or is he still?
Yeah, no, he wears a mask.
No, is he still? Does he get unmasked in the comics at all?
I can't remember.
I think he gets unmasked in the movie at one point, and all you see is the burns.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think you see it, but I think she sees it.
No, I think it's a behind shot. I think it's like it's done where like you see bits and pieces through like different mirrors.
Yeah,
He's sitting down and he's about to do his like final thing and he puts the mask on, but I think you can see like bits
yeah.
and pieces in the
It's
mirror.
it's never shown full on.
Yeah.
Which I think is a good choice.
Oh man,
Yeah.
it just looks so fucking ugly.
It looks like thick of it, doesn't it, but yeah.
Yeah, it does.
It looks-
It's-
it looks like
what
the
is
thick of
what is
it.
up with this color correction, man? It's too blue. It's fucking weird.
It's not the Matrix, is it?
Can I just ask
No.
why does he have a water cooler in his office?
That's a
I
good
mean,
point.
it's not a normal thing, is it, to have a small office like that and to have a massive water cooler?
No, wasn't that a fucking like a meeting room?
It's a world's smallest meeting room.
Oh, he's
There's only one desk with two
is V
chairs.
Deadpool?
Kind of is.
It is. It's a weird film though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I had the poster on my wall for like 3 years.
Yeah, it's
Only seen the film twice.
Do you know
And that
what?
was like 10,
Like-
15 years ago.
I mean, we've all established now that none of us have seen this for quite a while. I'm watching it back now. I'm not enjoying it as much as
No,
I used to. Like, I'm definitely seeing the flaws.
Well, in all fairness, what grabbed me with the movie is the voice, is his character, his
it's
dialogue.
hypnotic and
Yeah.
you're
Which
right.
we can't even hear right now. So it's the film.
That's
Just,
true.
Film's just getting shitter and shitter.
But also when you're a kid, you're that age where you're like, oh yeah, he's fucking right. Anarchy, yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Well, is his mask inspired by Illuminati, or is Illuminati inspired by his
No,
mask?
his mask is influenced
Not
by Guy
Illuminati,
Fawkes,
fucking
innit?
Anonymous, I mean.
Anonymous, yeah, that's from they got it from this, yeah.
There you go, that's how many people this inspired then.
Yeah. All the hackers, yeah.
I want to see him under his mask. Fucking hell, it'd be like the end of Star Wars. It's just some crusty old white guy.
Hugo Weaving. Imagine if it was Red Skull.
To be honest,
Plot twist.
I'd love him to take off the mask and it was just another mask.
Like in the fucking glitch in Halo.
Yeah.
And he just pulls his helmet off and it's just another helmet. It's fucking great.
Or Roy Atkinson.
Oh, what?
Mr. Bean.
Oh my god, yeah. And he's as Mr. Bean as well.
Mr. Bean, yeah. Ball in his face.
And then he starts doing that stupid dance.
And all of a sudden he stops talking.
Teddy. What's our next film, Charlie? What's our next film?
Oh, it's Dogma.
Oh,
Dogma.
Yes. Oosh.
Yeah, and then we
That's
got...
right, because thing's coming out now.
Alan
then-
Rickman.
Yeah, the 20th anniversary to this day.
Well,
And Alan Rickman is phenomenal in it as well, let's be fair.
That film is so weird because it looks fucking great.
Great,
Because
yeah.
Robert Yeoman did it, the guy who does Wes Anderson films. He did that, and like, because they were gonna get David Klein back in, they were his friend, and I think it was the studio were like, oh, yo, no, we actually want to make it look a good film because the script is fucking insane. It's such a good
It's a
film.
genius movie. Like
we're gonna
what's
talk...
really... I mean, we spoke about it before, but like, Dogma was Prince's favourite movie, and the reason was because of like the philosophies it sort of challenged, like the things it would say about God, like, oh, God might be a woman, God might be black, blah blah blah, and he like loved the theology side of it.
Yeah.
And it is when you look at it, it is a very like controversial and like theologically sound film.
Yeah.
And it's very clever.
Well,
Also, it gave us the gift of the thumbs up Jesus. That's
Bloody
always a gift.
Christ.
plus, I think the fact that you see an angel and one of the first things the angel does is pull his trousers down.
You just got fucking...
Yeah.
Action man legs.
Kendall, yeah.
I know we're gonna ask this at some point, so might as well do it now. Favorite part of that movie?
Of Dogma.
Yeah, I know my one.
Is it the Gorgothan?
It's when they're in the
Strip club.
no. In
Oh, is it the bit we're in the bar and it's like, I'm a fucking demon?
nope.
That's my favourite bit.
So it's when they're in the whole meeting conference,
Oh, and they walk in and they're like, movies.
Yeah,
oh,
holy
that's
shit.
fucking
and he just
banging.
pulls out his deagle.
Yeah. Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, that's a great scene.
Just when he leaves that room after having that tangent, that monologue, and then he just
Comes in, just starts.
walks out
So
of the
anyway,
room.
it started blasting.
Yeah, comes back in half a second later as he's changed his mind. He's just unloads on everyone.
Yeah.
And then there's just one woman left at the end. But
I-
you didn't say bless you.
There's how do you think he's gonna? Oh no, we've had this before. But my entire theory of how Loki's in reboot,
Yeah. And I think
and
you're
that was
right.
before he even confirmed it.
Filmed it, yeah. Man, we're the bollocks on the theories.
Yeah, we are the fucking bollocks. Yeah, no, we fucking
Newest
never-
Star Wars trailer. What's that? Rey with the Celestial daggers. Who called Celestials being involved about 8 weeks ago?
Yeah,
You need to follow us because we know what's going on before everyone else.
yeah.
Fact.
Yeah, funny fact.
Yeah. Oh, Matrix 4. I reckon I'm bang on with Matrix 4 as well.
Oh yeah. One of the ones we got.
Labyrinth. Not Labyrinth. Dark
Oh,
Crystal.
also, it was confirmed about the Grant Hicks thing as well. He's been Grant Hicks.
Grant Hicks, yeah.
Also, Rosario Dawson isn't playing Becky from Clerks.
Isn't she?
No, she's playing fucking Shannon Elizabeth's like partner. Which is weird, because why would you
Fair.
cast Rosario Dawson as that character if
Yeah,
you're not going to
like
cast
you just
her
have
as-
someone else. Yeah, that's strange.
Apparently she was playing both, but like apparently Dante's cameo isn't really much of a cameo. But
yeah.
they're doing Clerks 3
They've
now.
confirmed Clerks 3.
Yeah, shit.
Man,
Hang on,
it's so
hang on.
weird, isn't it? Like all of this fucking. 'Cause
No.
I always thought this was going to be the end now of the viewer Skewverse.
I think
I was like,
it was all Jeff Anderson, and then he reached out to him, and he was just kind of like, yeah, I'll do it, whatever, because they were gonna do it, and then Lisa Spoonhour died, like
Yeah.
like maybe like 2 years ago now, and yeah, that was so like they did a reading as well, didn't they, of that Clerks 3 script, did a few shows, and he's gonna rewrite a new script for it because most of the stuff from Clerks 3 apparently is in Jane Silent Bob reboot, which makes no sense because what the film would be about.
Yeah.
I read the plot for the reboot. It looks pretty good.
I mean, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to enjoy it either way, so.
Oh yeah, it's gonna look weird though. It's gonna look weird. Like we watched Jane Silent Bob the other night and didn't even know it was shot in film.
So, let's get into it. What have you been watching since our hiatus, Charlie?
Oh,
Dean, what have you been watching?
Other than what you just introduced me to, Wet Hot American Summer. To be honest, I've been binging. I've been binging South Park since that went back up on Netflix.
South Park, oosh.
Oh,
You've been watching the new series. I know you have. Have you been watching the new series of South Park? Or Technically
No,
Farmers,
I'm
as
not.
it's now called.
I'm
oh,
on.
aren't we
season
one
4.
episode behind?
Oh man, the new series is. It's back now. South Park is back on peak for me at the minute.
They tried something for a little bit. They realized it didn't quite work, and they went back to. They took a little part that did work out of it, kept it, and they went back to
It's like
what
what we
they
were
were
talking
doing
about,
anyway.
like, you know, like they started doing like straight linear stories.
Yeah.
I mean,
They've
after
started now, there's like little linear threads, but nothing important. Like Randy is kind of the linear story of it at the minute with China,
yeah,
but it's not like the major plot, you know?
Yeah.
which you don't mind. You don't mind them doing that as long as it doesn't take over the whole season.
Yeah.
And-
Which the member berries and the ads thing did. I hated the ads season.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
did as
God.
well.
Awful.
Out of how many years South Park's been going, out of how many seasons they've done, they did right to try something new.
Oh, they've
And-
earned the right to do whatever they want
Yeah.
with South Park. Whatever they want.
And I'm so glad that they went for, right, we tried it, it didn't work, we'll keep a little part that did work, and
Yeah.
we'll go back to doing what we do best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't try to force it, didn't try to keep doing it, and...
Like I said, for me at the minute, I think, what is it, like 5 or 6 episodes in?
I think is 5 episodes, and we haven't seen the newest one.
That's not out till the 30th. Yeah, so for me at the minute, I think South Park is back on peak for me at the minute. It's
Yeah, they
really
skipped,
good.
They skipped a week, didn't they?
Yeah. Always Sunny, you up to date on that?
Oh, I've seen up to D-Day.
Oh, we watched the newest one. We done the pub quiz.
No.
We
Yeah.
Oh, you did the pub.
Thursday.
You did it.
yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah.
So
How
there was
did that
9
go?
teams.
Yeah.
We came third.
What were you called?
Bill Ponderosa and the sordid degenerates he surrounds himself with.
Fair.
And we were the funniest team name.
Yes.
Everyone laughed at our team name. Everyone else's was shit.
The team name of the
The
guy
team that won didn't
won.
make any sense. They called themselves Brown Cats.
Yeah.
Does that mean anything to you? I mean, cats, I get, but brown cats?
I could not think of any.
Like, everyone's was
reference.
like something relevant, like, what's the fucking band name? Chemical Toilet or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, everyone was something relevant. The team that won was Brown Cats.
We did. We were birds of war. We were when we did it in Copper.
Nice.
It was 3 of us, and like it was just me and Joey were answering the questions, and like we came second. It was fucking tough.
Well, there was 4 of us. Me, Dean, Lewis, and Hugh. But Hugh's never watched Always Sunny.
oh, he's just there.
He just sat there.
Well, you say he's never.
Well, we
watched
say that,
it.
yeah. We watched like 4 episodes, like while he was having cans here, like before we went down.
Yeah.
And to be fair, the 4 episodes we watched, like the questions come up and he did answer them. In fairness,
Yeah.
but like we were already like
It was
straight
fresh
away
in
with
his
the
mind, though.
answers.
It was-
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, honest God, we couldn't have picked any better episodes to watch before we went down. Because
Yeah, the guy was really weird. It was almost like he watched season 8 and didn't realize there was more seasons after it. Like he asked so many
Or
questions.
is he one of those incels, lol, that like he's like, oh, it's not good after season 8, and it fucking
I
is.
don't know. It was weird because like all the questions were focused on like a very particular set amount of episodes. So like it was quite easy then because those episodes were then in our mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, we came third. I think the team that came first cheated personally.
What was that? What was the hardest question though?
Oh, there was some rough questions. They done a picture round and it was like proper obscure. I can't even remember, but some of the questions were honkers.
Well, they showed a...
Who says the first line in the first episode?
No, who walked into the pub first?
Oh yeah, who walks into the pub first in the first episode?
Oh, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it's Mac who says the first word.
That's what we said. It was Mac. Well, we thought Mac.
It was Dennis, was it?
It was Dennis.
Yeah, my gut said Dennis, and I went with Mac.
Well, Lewis thought it was D, and I was like, oh,
He doesn't come into for like the first
my
one.
logic was because it's his, it's his creation that he would be first through. Like that was my logic. So I was like, oh, we'll go with Mac. But we done really well, to be fair. There was
We
9
did.
teams, and we done all right.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Keep in mind there was basically 3 of us, and the people who won...
They were cheating. I'm
There was
convinced.
2 of them. They were sat at the very back of the room in a booth where no one could see them.
And to be fair,
And they beat a
the
team
guy
of 6.
the guy wasn't the best at policing things because like he
No.
was like, oh, let's take a break as like he was giving out like the next round of questions. Because you literally went out and Googled something. After we answered it, we gave the sheet in. And you literally went out and Googled it and come back and was like, oh, we were wrong.
Yeah.
And these guys, like, no, they were definitely cheating.
Yeah.
Like, I got no problem saying the other team beat us, but these guys, there's no
Yeah,
way. No way.
The team that came second, I think they hands down deserved to win because I think they beat us, but not by much.
There was like
and
6
there was
of them
more
as well,
of
to be
them.
fair.
Where was it?
This maybe not say where it was if we're gonna say that we think that.
I've already said it. Fuck it.
If you think they're what?
Well, if we're gonna say that the person running it might not have been on the ball that much.
Well, he wasn't. You know what I mean?
12 titties, man.
Like I said, you literally Googled something and we could have done that. Why? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I could have done that while I was in the room and actually wrote it down,
Yeah.
which wouldn't have been in the spirit of,
Well, yeah, exactly.
Oh, I wish I did come to that. That would have been good. I was
Yeah,
working.
it was good laugh.
I was
It was
working.
alright.
Fuck's sake.
Because at first, we got there, met Lewis, and we were like, there was no one there. We were like, I think we're going to win this by default. And then suddenly there was just 9 full teams.
And you could tell straight away, with who was walking into the building, you could tell, oh, they're here to do the quiz.
Oh, yeah.
It was the football on, wasn't it? So
Yeah,
yeah,
it was way
there
too
was
loud,
just
didn't there?
normal blokes in their 40s and their 50s wearing their polo shirts watching the football.
Yeah.
Then you see a bunch of people walking in with them in like weird hair and shit like that.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, so the latest one was the gang text, which is really good. It's
Yeah.
funny. Yeah.
Yeah, all the episodes have been good, I think, so far. I think episode 4. There's a few now, and it's going out since like, oh no. There's probably like 6 out now.
I think 6.
There's one out, or number 6 is out this Wednesday.
What else have
Yeah.
I watched? New stuff, Titans. So there's been 2 episodes of Titans, one of which is exclusively about Connor Kent.
Yeah.
Which now, right, I'm gonna separate myself from this because I fucking loved it, and I mean I loved it. There was a point where I was like almost crying,
Yeah.
and that's not because Titans is suddenly good, because Titans is still trash. It's more to do with my love of Superman and
Okay.
like that whole like Smallville stuff and the Connor Kent and Crypto, and I thought it was an amazing episode. There's one after where it's just alright, like it's
Yeah.
just okay. So Titans is meh.
Titans are still shit.
Titans is meh.
After
Yeah.
like, how many weeks now? We've been talking about Titans every week, and it's like, it's still fucking shit.
It's not getting any better, no.
Why'd you still watch it then?
Just because it's Titans, like, do you mean?
Yeah.
Nightwing is like top 3 comic characters for me, like probably joint first with Jonah Hex. So like, Titans can be as bad as a show. I still watch Arrow. If I still watch Arrow, I'll watch Titans.
Apparently,
Titans,
apparently the new season of Arrow was good though.
I haven't watched the second episode yet. I watched the first, and again, that's just alright.
Yeah.
Like the start of it really fucking intrigued me with like the Batman mask and everything.
Yeah.
Because I've been watching Batwoman as well, which is again just alright. And I think because Bruce Wayne has disappeared in that, I think that he's on Lian Yu now, because I think that is a hint of to where Batman is in that one, or I think Batman's been taken away by the Monitor as well, like Oliver has.
Okay.
I watched the film.
Oh.
So I was trying to see when Hitman 4 was out, like a confirmed date, because I keep hearing different dates.
Yeah.
And I come across something called Master Z. So I was like, okay, because I was looking at Donnie Yen's filmography on IMDb, and I saw this thing called Master Z, and it said he was playing Hitman in it, and I was like, wait, what? So I looked into it. So Master Z is a Hitman spin-off,
Okay.
which follows a character that's in the third film, and it's incredible. Batista's in it.
Of
Who
course
else
he
is
is.
in it? Michelle Yeoh is in it, and she's fantastic in it.
Yeah.
Man, it's incredible. It's like a superhero movie. It's like completely different to the tone of Hitman.
Yeah.
Like Hitman is very serious. I think if Hitman was a Hollywood film, they'd be talking about Oscars for Hitman, whereas this is more like a fucking John Wick type thing.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just incredible. Absolutely check it out. Honestly, I'd probably check out Master Z before Hitman because it's really good as a standalone thing.
I want to watch it, man. It's on Netflix now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I wouldn't watch it dubbed though because it's shit.
I wouldn't watch it dubbed anyway, just subtitles.
You gotta do it with subtitles. You gotta. It's so good. Oh my god. Do you know what? The first one's a really good film to watch, like with the pianist, because like the tones are the same, and I never thought about like China during World War II,
Yeah.
and like that film, the first one, really opens your eyes to like how awful it was, you know.
Yeah.
And the second one then is just brilliant.
I think this is another recurring thing, isn't it? I need to watch. I need to watch it, man.
Yeah, but it's only because I've watched Master Z since and I loved it. My mum watched it with me as well. Like I watched it straight after with my mum and she fucking loved it. It's fantastic. Like it doesn't, like the guy who's the main character in it is a main character in the third Hitman.
Yeah.
But other than like people referencing the events involving him in Hitman, it's really separate from it. But there's a great point in it where the Hitman music comes in, and it's that type of moment where you just get like, you know, like the Avengers where they group up and then
Yeah.
like that theme
Portals
plays.
comes on. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like that where he's fighting Batista and then just the Hitman music comes in and it's like, oh, this is
Are they gonna,
fucking
do you think they're
amazing.
does he make an appearance in it?
Hitman.
Yeah.
No, he does a voiceover at the start and that's it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Damn.
but they don't need to put him in it. I think that
No,
would take away
yeah.
from it then because everyone just would want
Be
to see.
focus on that. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think they've done it so they can continue the Hitman series because obviously the fourth one's going to be the last one now. Donnie Yen's confirmed that. They've already confirmed a second Master Z.
Yeah.
And if they want to keep going with that, then I'll keep watching it because it was fantastic.
And how was that on Netflix or anything? Or
It's not on Netflix. That's the problem. I didn't even know this existed. And like I said, I bang on about Hitman every week. And so it was a really nice like surprise for me because I'm so hyped for number 4 and they keep pushing it back.
yeah.
And to find out that existed, I was like, oh yes. So I found it, I bought it, I watched it, I loved it.
Fuck, eh?
Yeah, it's great. Have you got your hard drive with you by any chance?
I don't know.
I could have copied it across for you. It's so good, man.
Why is he in this now, Stephen Fry? What
Stephen
the fuck?
Fry, I know. And the worst thing is he's playing Stephen Fry in it.
Yeah. Well, he was in Stormbreaker at the same time, wasn't he?
Hmm.
Remember, he was the fucking gadget guy. Fucking, it's too British for me.
I like his character in this.
I like this character. I like Stephen Fry. I got
Oh,
no problems with him
Stephen
in this.
Fry is fucking amazing.
That's mean he's more or less just playing himself in this, isn't he?
I think, yeah, oh yeah, definitely. I think Stephen Fry is similar to Ricky Gervais in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Like just his views on religion for one,
Yeah.
politics for another one. I know Ricky Gervais doesn't talk about politics as much as other people, but from the little things he has talked about, seems very much the same view as Stephen Fry.
Yeah.
Obviously, Stephen Fry's has a lot more to it because he's, you know, best education money can buy is from
Yeah.
where he's come from.
I just want to watch Hitman now. It's a disease.
No, I've watched some weird stuff this week.
Yeah.
Like, we watched fucking, well, I think, yeah, we watched all three Harold and Kumar's. Every American Pie film in order.
Okay, movies about...
That's a slodge.
Yeah, it was. We didn't watch Bandcamp.
The time you spent doing that, you realise Lord of the Rings exists, right?
We tried doing Lord of the Rings, and then we're just like, oh, we got the time, because it's usually after I finish work. Like, we only really watch stuff for, like, when I'm off, so, like, tomorrow I'll probably watch some stuff, and, you know.
So, teen movies like that, American Pie, Harold and Kumar, Euro Trip, Sex Drive.
Sex Drive.
Road Trip.
I was gonna say Road Trip.
Old School.
I would say Sex Drive, the part with the Amish.
With Seth Green.
Yeah.
Robot Chicken. I've been watching Robot Chicken. Robot Chicken. Sorry to go on, Karen.
No, I was literally about say Seth Green. The level of sarcasm in that is just.
Do you
beautiful.
think that Sex Drive was probably one of the last of those films? Like, to be relatively good.
When's that? It's like 2008?
2009, yeah, it's around
there.
Yeah, around there.
Yeah, it is one of the last. I think maybe Hot Tub Time Machine is probably like...
The first one, though, not the second one. The second one's good.
I've never seen the second one.
The second one is really funny, and that's all it is. It's just funny. And it's only because Rob Corddry's just fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Him and Clark Duke.
Yeah.
Also, Craig Robson. Craig Robson's funny and...
Dude, he's straight up lovable, son.
Yeah.
I'd agree that Sex Tub Time Machine is probably the last one of those type of movies that was anything worth watching. Second one, I watched about 20 minutes and then turned it off. I just couldn't do with it. But what was you going to say about Robot Chicken then?
Yeah, Seth Green, Robot Chicken. Yeah, Robot Chicken started his new series. The last two series of Robot Chicken for me have been kind of meh.
Yeah.
But I'm really enjoying this series so far. It's like 8 episodes in. But Robot Chicken is the type of thing where, like, obviously each episode is 10 minutes, but it depends if you understand what they're spoofing in that particular scene. Yeah, like, they started this one with, I think it was like a Sailor Moon spoof, and obviously I understood it straight, so I was like, oh, yes. And at the minute, they've just done a lot of references to things that I know, so I like it.
Yeah.
Like, what did they do on the one we watched? Betty Spaghetti, the toys. Do you remember the Betty Spaghetti
Betty
toys?
Spaghetti, yeah.
I forgot about those completely, and they were on there, and I was like, oh my god. Yeah.
That's deep cut.
They did a Scooby-Doo one with the joke.
Scooby-Doo, yeah.
The joke being Scooby that could smell the tumour.
Fucking hell. The tumour on
Velma, yeah. And then they remove it, and the tumour was like, oh, I would have gotten away from it if you damn fucking kids.
Oh, so I saw something about Scooby-Doo the other day, and it was like, when you think about it, how fucked up is Scooby-Doo, like the other guys are like, they were put in this position, like, they're in danger, and all fucking Scooby and Shaggy doing are fucking, like, deep-throating massive sandwiches. Well, like, what the fuck?
Well, we was talking about Roy Axon earlier, and just now Seth Green, both of those two, in the Scooby-Doo movies.
Oh, yeah, the Scooby-Doo movies are good.
Oh, shit, yeah, he's number 2, isn't he? Yeah, and he's, like, Velma's, like...
love interest.
Yeah.
Turns out to be the bad guy, doesn't he? Does he?
No, it turns out Scrappy-Doo is.
No, I mean number 2. Seth Green, is he the bad guy?
I haven't seen number 2 that one.
I don't think, no, because in the end, they get together in the end.
Seth Green's in number 2.
Yeah.
And
Atkinson's number 1, yeah. And he's
Spooky Island.
I haven't seen the second one that much. I've seen it once.
Both films written by James Gunn.
Yeah, and you can tell, though. You can tell. Once you know it, it's like you can tell.
Yeah, I haven't watched them in years. I will happily... No, I watched it like...
They're on Netflix.
Oh,
what are they actually?
Well, I love the guy...
Well, at least the second one is. I don't know if the first one is.
Well, I love the guy who plays Shaggy in them.
Matthew Lillard, yeah.
And he loops back around to the type of movies where American Pie, Sex Drive, Road Trip. One of my favourite type of those movies is Without a Paddle.
Without a Paddle, yeah.
Which Seth Green and
Dak Shepard.
And he is also in the guy who plays Shaggy.
That one was good. They did like a fucking sequel to that.
I forget who the third person was in it.
Dak Shepard.
I can't think of who he is.
Have you ever seen Employee of the Month?
Yeah, yes.
He's the villain.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Dane Cooks.
Isn't he in Arrested Development?
Yeah, and he's in that. He directed that film Chips.
Who is he in Arrested Development?
He might have had a cameo in it.
Guy,
yeah. He does Armchair Expert podcast, so shout out to that. It's a really good podcast. Yeah.
Fair.
He's married to Kristen Bell.
Is he?
Yeah. I don't know who I'm jealous of more.
Can't think of anything else I've watched. Oh, I watched the new Lion King.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
It's a weird one. I did not like it. It's like there's loads of little things that I didn't like, but enough of those little things to where it's like, do you know what I mean?
What do you think of like the soundtrack of this one? Then
I don't like the soundtrack. I don't think the actual like soundtrack itself is as good. Like this, wherever it's singing "Circle of Life."
Do you think that Hakuna Matata was good?
Hakuna Matata is the only good one.
Yeah, Billy Eichner is really good as Timon.
Timon, yeah.
Well, Seth Rogen trying to sing as Pumbaa because he doesn't do his like.
Even with
isn't not Don Rickles that plays Pumbaa, is it?
I don't know any of the cast.
No, he plays Mr. Potato Head. Yeah, it's Don Rickles.
Yeah, like even with the Kind of Feel Love Tonight with Beyonce and what's his name?
Donald Glover.
Their voices don't match. She's way overpowering him. And, and
it's different. They do different styles of music. She's quite like, I don't know. She's just quite heavy, and
her voice is just too powerful. Like it blocks his out.
He's very freestyle, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like he has.
No, it didn't work for me.
No.
Like, there's no way I'm ever going to sit down and think, I'm going to watch The Lion King and I'm going to choose that one, you know?
Yeah. Do you reckon it's worth a watch, though?
It is worth a watch. It's alright, you know what I mean? It's alright. Like, I can't, there's nothing more to say about that.
Well, that's what we watched.
That is what we watched. I don't think I've watched anything else.
Have you got any, oh, that was loud. Have you got any, bangers or shitters?
I haven't for V for Vendetta, no.
God damn.
Any what?
I got one that I've heard recently, which is about Endgame, which is just quite fun that you might like. So you know when Korg is arguing with Noob Master?
Yeah.
I've seen someone suggest that Noob Master should be the Grand Master, and he's just fucking with Thor and all them for a laugh.
That's really good. Yeah.
It's funny.
It's a very Grandmaster thing to do as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like people say there should have been like a post-credit scene where it's just him like, and his like Xbox username is Noob Master.
Yeah. They could still do that though. With the new Thor.
They could. I hope they do. I do hope they bring him back for the new Thor, because I love.
You brought fucking Benicio del Toro back as the Collector. And
Jeff Goldblum is with me most days of my life, so me and him got that connection. So.
Fuck's sake. What is happening here?
So that is
the prison he's in has caught fire.
Okay.
So that's meant to, show what he looks like. Well, that's why he's wearing the mask and the robe and all that.
All right. Looks too hench compared to what
it's
he
definitely not Hugo Weaving.
Oh no, it's Hugo.
Is it just me, or does that egg on toast look horrible?
Yeah. Why are they cooking it like that? It's
I don't know.
fucked,
The egg
it?
was inside the toast.
They only got one. They only got one frying pan. It's that like the feature's that fucked. They can only afford one frying pan. It's coming to it though. This is more like this is actually
getting closer and closer.
Saying about it, right? This film is probably more likely to happen than 94, but it is the same film.
It's meant to
be
same
concept, you know.
In fact, I don't know. In this movie universe, did Guy Fawkes actually happen, and they're redoing it?
Yeah, that's why they show it.
Yeah, he's the influence in it.
Yeah, he references Guy Fawkes, but it wasn't like explained if Guy Fawkes actually succeeded in this universe.
Yeah, they just said Caucasian mask. Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah. I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting about the very start of the movie because
it's because it puts you out of the movie as well.
Yeah,
it's like you're watching fucking The Man in the Iron Mask or something.
Man in the Iron Mask, goddamn.
That's a good film. John Malkovich.
Well, I think this movie's meant to be representing what the future could be for the British government. And
the problem is with 1984 now, anything you do with dystopian style future is going to be compared to 1984 because it's like the hallmark.
Yeah, I get you.
I mean, I can't stop thinking of the future without
like
it being
Runner,
steampunk.
You can say that about Blade Runner. Oh, it's similar to 1984. Do you mean just by virtue of like what it is?
What was written first though?
I imagine 1984.
I can imagine 1984.
But yeah, that's what we watched.
We watched Disenchantment. That's another.
I
Mark
didn't
Ronan,
like it.
I'm not a fan. It doesn't look interesting to me, if I'm honest.
I like it.
I watched like
It's not amazing, but I like it.
I watched a fair bit of it. Like I got like 8 episodes in, and I don't know, it didn't grab me.
Well, there's in the new season. There's one bit where the main character's mother is back in it, and she's putting her kid to bed, and to help her sleep, she's going, "Shut up, shut up." And I've started doing that to Karina now. So whenever we're in bed and she's like meant to be going to sleep, but she's carry on talking, I just put my finger on her head and push into her forehead and go, "Shut up." It's just a cute little thing we do.
Well,
Keep that one in.
I'm gonna keep that in. Yeah,
Well,
People
she
need to know,
does it.
like-
She does it to me as well. Like,
I'd get it if I knew the context of it. Like,
well,
Yeah, we haven't seen it, so it's not funny to us. It's just you telling a weird story.
it'll literally be like.
but that's so honest. That was
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it was wholesome. I mean,
We'll be sat on the settee watching Netflix. One of us will be talking, and the other person's wanting to listen to it, so we'll just turn to the other one in a lovingly way, just go, "Shut up."
Oh, okay, that makes
Shut up.
I need to see the context of this
yeah.
thing.
There's a Jonah Hex series coming out.
Oh, is it actually?
Yeah, they're rebooting Jonah Hex series. Which
Is that going to be part of the CW or?
No, I think it's going to be on the DCU or whatever the fuck.
Oh,
the
the new thing. Yeah, yeah,
Which is cool. I asked for that like a couple of weeks ago.
yeah. To be
You
fair,
any news?
there's one thing we've actually never spoken about, and like we do include it because it's technically pop culture. Is video games.
Yeah, we don't talk about games. Do you know what that is? That's because I'm like not a massive gamer. It's
Yeah.
weird. Like I don't buy. I don't know. I'm one of those gamers where I'll buy Assassin's Creed every year,
Yeah, and just play
and
that.
that's it. Like
Or
you
like
know.
the Mordor games and stuff.
Yeah. I'm still like, I'm just still in love with Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Bloodborne is it for me now. Like that's my perfect game. Bloodborne 2 for the PS5. That would be a hell of an announcement.
Oh, yeah, that's probably going to happen. No, I'm pretty sure
Probably is gonna happen.
No, they've announced Bloodborne 2 is going to be a thing.
No,
Have
they
they
Haven't they?
announced PS5 officially?
they've officially announced
Yeah,
PS5.
it's coming out Christmas 2020, isn't it?
Well, officially announced that there will be a console.
Yeah, they've got like concept images and everything for it. And I do think they will announce Bloodborne 2 as a launch title. And that would be it for me because I'd buy that day one with Bloodborne 2 if it's a launch title.
Yeah.
And I will masturbate while it's installing on the PlayStation.
Fuck's sake. Like Louis C.K.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sarah Silverman
shit.
come over.
Hang on, there's one thing. Oh, fucking hell. There's
There's one
one.
about Louis C.K. the other night. Remember I said about the comedian who likes wanking in front of people?
Oh yeah.
On 2 ferns. That's what he just referenced.
I was going to say, have you heard about the new Jurassic World?
I know that there is a new one, but Sam
Did
Neill.
you know Sam Neill-
Yeah, Sam Neill's confirmed to come back. Isn't
Yeah,
he?
all
I
three
know
of them. Jeff Goldblum's back again.
that. Yeah.
Good old Jeff.
And
Yeah,
Laura Dern, yeah.
Yeah, I'm up for that. I mean,
That's
I've
quite
never
enticing.
been.
I might have to watch the other two then.
I've never been a big fan of the Jurassic Park like franchise.
Oh, well,
I know some people like adore it and it's like their thing, but I know
Yeah.
it's just it's one of those things where if it's on, I'll watch it, but I'm not like.
and it's
clamouring
always
to-
on ITV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's always like
No,
number three.
number
or
three.
something.
Yeah, it's always number three. Never number 1 or 2. Number 2 is quite the underrated one, really, isn't it? Do you know what I mean it's the least watched?
Yeah.
But it does, like, that's the one when the T-Rex goes to fucking Manhattan or something bullshit, or to San Diego.
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking stupid.
The new Terminator. Didn't you were saying you're up for the new Terminator as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I reckon it. I mean, Terminator as a series, I think, has lost so much credibility and so much direction.
Yeah.
But if you take it as forget about all the other movies, forget the connection as much as you can.
Forget 3 Salvation Genesis.
I mean, it's going to
completely.
be kind of hard because of the type of movie it is. But if you just look for just the action and just the badass of it, I think it'll be decent.
I think it's be good. I think it's just
It's like you don't watch a movie like Expendables for anything but the action, do you?
No, I fucking watched them all 3 in a row, didn't I? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was. I just moved to fucking Cardiff, and
It's
one
like-
of the boys wasn't there, and one of the other boys was like out doing something else. So I had like 3 days on my own. So I was like, what am I gonna do for these 3 days? And I sat down. I was like, I own Expendables 2 on Blu-ray for some reason. I was like, all right, get the rest on Netflix and stuff. And I sat down. I watched number 1. I was like, I could watch number 2. Like it wasn't so bad. And then I watched number 3.
Number 2 is, like I said, number 2 is the best.
Number 2 is so good. Yeah.
Number 2 is very self-aware.
But I think number 3 is even more self-aware. Like I feel like Mel Gibson.
But I feel number 3 is too self-aware.
You reckon? Oh, that yeah.
Like I think
Probably.
I think 2's got the right thing where it's like self-aware but not like stupid.
Talking about
Whereas number
self-aware.
3 is a bit too much.
Do you
for me.
think Reboot's gonna be too self-aware? Do you think it's gonna be so meta that it's just you're gonna be like, all right, it's gonna overshadow the story a bit?
I think it.
Maybe.
Even though we know
like
the story.
like it's gonna be too many like wink wink nudge nudge moments rather than like
It's gonna be more like like a 90-minute like it's not hour 50 I think like an or whatever like 90-minute film of just him hanging out with his mates basically.
yeah.
Well, Jason Mewes hasn't done anything in years, has he? So
He directed a new film.
yeah, he did.
Method in the Madness.
Everyone came out to
Or
support
Madness in
him
the
as
Method,
well, didn't
yeah. Danny Trejo's in it. And he's in it. He plays himself. He like finds this like
Down to always just
finds
plays
this book
himself.
or something where he's like it's like a method acting book, and it's like I don't want to say not haunted, but you know it's
like cursed.
cursed or it's got something on a spell on it, like and he turns into a method actor or some bullshit.
Have you seen the Machete films?
Of course.
That you love shit like that, didn't you?
No, I love Robert Rodriguez, right? And Spy Kids started off that whole.
I was going to
Spy
say
Kids.
Spy Kids started off the whole. Well, Machete, you know.
Didn't he do the first Fast and Furious?
No.
And I'm thinking of the girl. That's Michelle Rodriguez is in that, isn't it?
Have you seen Desperado?
Yeah, with
Antonio Banderas.
Antonio Banderas. Yeah, a long time ago. There's 3 of them, isn't there?
There's El Mariachi, Desperado, and then Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
Yeah.
Which has got Johnny Depp, and he ends a game. Like they blind him, and he starts fighting, shooting. It's fucking weird, man. It makes no sense.
Yeah, they're a bit mad films.
Yeah. No. Yeah, Machete. Like they're fucking weird.
They're
Man.
not. Yeah.
It's weird how it's the same character from Spy Kids.
Yeah, like it doesn't really
Like this is what Uncle Machete's been up to
Doesn't
for the
really
last
connect,
few years,
does
or
it?
what
It's
he's doing now.
mad.
Isn't Christoph Waltz in the second one? He's
Yeah.
like the villain. It's fuck. I'm gonna need to watch him again, man.
That would be like if they put Deadpool in
'Cause
like,
Machete-
the original X-Men films.
Machete
and still
Kills
done
was
it.
in 4D.
Yeah.
I think it was, and then they did the Spy Kids 4D as well.
They're almost
with
like
Ricky Gervais is a
Grindhouse.
talking. Grindhouse is another film he did.
Yeah.
You got Death Proof Tarantino, and then you got Planet Terror. Have you seen that one?
No, I'm see Planet Terror. No.
Watch it. It's so fucking.
Oh, I tell you
weird.
what else I've been watching now. I remembers something else we've also mentioned on the podcast multiple times, and you should start watching. Drag Race UK.
Yeah,
It's a banger. What a series!
it's not my kind of thing, if I'm honest.
That's that show.
It's
you
amazing.
That's that show you had me watching the other day, wasn't it?
Yeah, bag of chips. What a fucking legend of a drag queen.
Oh, never mind. It wouldn't work. Never mind.
Much better.
One thing I want to talk about though, which you can talk about, unless you haven't seen El Camino, have you?
No, and I haven't watched Big and Bad. We're going to it with my mum now.
Oh, okay, never mind then. It's
To be honest with you, I imagine probably this time next
Yeah,
week
Robert
I would have
Evans.
finished it.
No, because it's something I wanted to talk about with it, and how like something happened around the same
Yeah,
time.
we'll have
like,
to leave that. I'm afraid. I'm
Yeah.
at the point now where Saul has just come into it.
Oh, yeah, season 2, yeah.
Better Call Saul. Brilliant character.
Yeah, he's funny as fuck.
I still can't believe I haven't seen Breaking Bad though.
Like I said, I watched the first episode and I can't get past it. Even now watching it, I just couldn't. I hated that first episode. I hate it.
Yeah, I've watched it so many times.
But I also noticed that it's longer than the other episodes, and
Yeah.
it feels much longer. And to be honest,
It's great. It's a great opening episode if you've seen it once. But if you tried
Yeah.
rewatching it a few
and
times.
honestly, I still wouldn't say I'm in love with it. I mean, it's okay, but I'm still kind of.
Oh,
like,
it kicks in, man. It kicks in. I think I remember first watching it before college and stuff, and I watched the first episode.
yeah.
And every single time it gets to like when he drops Walt Jr. off at the fucking
Do you
school,
know what it
I
is
turn
as well
off.
with the first episode?
It's like 10 minutes in.
For that first episode, because he's kind of stupid in it as well. I just see him as Hal,
Yeah.
and it's really hard to get past that.
Dude, holy
But it's only
shit,
like it's only like sort of now where I'm starting to not see him as Hal.
you got to stick with it.
Yeah, no, I mean, we're gonna finish it and do El Camino because we have to. But like I said, it's good, but it's just
It's weird
not.
for you though. You're gonna watch El Camino. Like, it won't feel so much as a big break.
Yeah, yeah,
I waited fucking years for this.
yeah. I mean, I appreciate that people wait years. Have you seen it yet? Then no,
What?
El Camino.
No, I'm not.
No.
So what I want to do. That's what I want to do
Yeah.
eventually, because like I think it needs to be talked about because we've never really spoken about Breaking Bad ever, and I think that we could go fucking deep into that.
Yeah,
once you've
I mean,
seen
it's
it.
coming.
We'll do it.
We can come that.
We'll
I
do that
mean,
for Dogma.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I'll be finished by then for sure. Absolutely.
That's like 2 weeks from now anyway. Oh, it's 3 weeks from now. The 17th. That'll be out.
If I wasn't watching with my mum, I'd probably smash her in a day.
Yeah, or hands down. Well, I don't think you could like literally, but
Oh, I got
Goldblum's Jeff Goldblum here talking to me. I get through it.
oh yeah, if you think about day of like, no, yeah, fair enough.
I got a free Breaking Bad poster of Walter White when I moved into this new apartment. Went down to where all the bins are, and there was just a massive, about this high, poster of Walter White in a frame. And obviously someone's moved out and couldn't be bothered
left
moving
it,
it,
yeah.
and they just left it near the bins.
Either that or
So-
you just nicked someone's.
Yeah, either that, or they've just put it there, and I've walked down, saw it, and immediately grabbed it, took it upstairs into my apartment, wiped it with a cloth, and now it's in my bedroom.
One could say- One could say you broke bad
Yeah.
and you nicked someone's poster. Fuck it.
Yeah, well, I got a free poster.
Or I should say you could take
Which
from the HillRat, but you can't take the HillRat from the boy.
well, as soon as I picked it up, I kind of just turned to look at Karina, like, can I have
Like
this?
approval.
Yeah, can I have this? Because it's because I have. You've seen the picture of my apartment, right?
Yeah.
I have so many ornaments, pop figures, canvases,
You've got too many
statues.
Funko Pops. You need to stop.
No, you can't.
Exactly.
Like, I got 3. I can't say.
I've
anything,
got
but-
3 of the Joker, 1986 Joker. I've got 1 normal one. Actually,
Yeah.
no, sorry, I got 4 of them. I've got 2 normal ones, 1 metallic, and 1 with a surfboard. The metallic one is currently worth 90 quid.
Is that the chrome one? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's
Unicron?
worth 90 quid at the moment, and I bought that with 3 others
Yeah.
in a bundle for 70 quid. So
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Another running theme. Giant Unicron, the Hasbro one.
Yeah.
It got backed.
What?
It's been backed. It's been
Fuck
made.
off.
Yeah, I cancelled my thing 'cause I didn't think it was going to be backed.
Oh, you're annoyed.
Very, very, very.
But
annoyed.
you saved a
But
lot of
also
money.
I'm not because I'm going to get my money back. So and it was a lot of money. So
Oh, you still haven't got it back?
no, they won't give it back until they've shipped. It's weird because I had to get it through a third party site because
Yeah.
they wouldn't do it to the UK. So it's like a company that like they buy it as a customer and then they send it to you. So it was more money than what it would have been to get it just from Hasbro anyway, which is kind of annoying. So I've had like my deposit sort of money back,
Yeah.
but I haven't had the 500. But it's coming, so that's fine. But in response, Fan Toys are doing an Omega Supreme, which is like Unicron's rival,
Yeah.
and they're doing a 4-foot one of them for £400. So I might get that bad boy.
4 foot. Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
it's about the size of my fireplace. It's naughty, innit? Naughty.
For 400 quid.
400 quid.
How big was the other one then?
3 foot, so it's bigger. But I don't know. I mean, I'm gutted about
Would
that.
you keep that?
Unicron.
Would you just hang it from your ceiling like a lamp or something?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm gutted about the Unicron because it was beautiful. I have never seen an action figure look so detailed. It was stunning.
have
But
you
It is what it is.
seen that stall in the market? Do you know the top left hand corner? It's been there for years, but I went in there the other day and it's got so much figures in there now. So it used to just be second-hand games.
So that big guy there in
Another
the middle.
one. It burnt down, didn't it?
Did it?
Yeah. That I can't remember what it's called now.
Well, it's open now anyway.
I can't remember what it's called though. It was something games.
It's the really tiny one
Oh, the game
inside the
store.
market.
It's moved
Yeah,
to the
no, I
left.
know. Yeah.
Where it was, it's moved literally next door to the left of it.
So that guy in the middle, that
Yeah.
one, they're going to do a 4-foot one of him.
Fuck.
But he just doesn't look as fun as Unicron. Like, Unicron's got all the wings and shit. They're doing a 4-foot one of him. Or you can get this. That 3.5 foot.
I'm not sure which one would be better, to be honest. Saying that, it's not my type of. Never been a massive fan of. Oh, that's pretty nice.
It's much better than Omega Supreme. I'm kind of upset that I cancelled it. But tough titties on me, innit? Should have had faith. I'm shocked that there's 8,000 Transformer fans out there who are willing to pay that money for that.
Everyone's a Transformers fan, though, deep down.
But I mean, that's a different level.
Yeah, that's fucking... Yeah, that's uber nerd, isn't it?
I mean, I thought they were being ambitious with 8,000. 3 or 4, maybe, but
Yeah.
they got it. So I'm also afraid that this is going to make Hasbro think they can just make stupid things for stupid prices and people are going to buy it now.
Yeah.
Because now they have proof that there are at least 8,000 people who are willing to do that sort of thing. Which is, like I said, that's why they've done the Omega Supreme one now, because they know people are going to buy it. So that's a little bit of toy news.
Yeah, back to the film.
Yeah.
Well, it's almost at the end now. That girl has been, pulled through the mud, psychologically manipulated, and Stockholm Syndrome. To see how long she can have that for.
That's such a Phantom of the Opera scene there. That guy's changed my mind about this film. It is. It's 1984.
Oh, is that John Hurt?
Phantom. Yeah.
Is that John Hurt? What the fuck?
You only just
That's
realised
what I mean,
that.
it's 1984.
Well, no, I haven't been watching it. It's like behind me, innit?
It's 1984. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
it's weird, isn't it?
No, I thought that was Peter
Peter
Serafinowicz.
Serafinowicz.
Yeah, his name.
His name's mad, isn't it?
Change your name, pal.
Have you watched the Tick yet? No.
No, I
The
haven't.
new Tick is brilliant. It's
Yeah.
so good. Yeah, and do you know what? I love the original one with Patrick Warburton.
Yeah.
Like, I love it.
Tick,
And
the superhero
yeah,
with the giant chin.
yeah.
Crimson Chin, but real. The Tick.
And it was one of those things where like I just thought it's not going to be better than the first one, and the first series it's good. Purely for nostalgic reasons, I wouldn't say it's as good as the original, but
Yeah.
in theory it probably is better. It probably has got better reviews, but the second series is just phenomenal. I really like it. In fact, I'm really excited for the third series now. I imagine that's
Yeah.
probably coming out soon.
I've seen advertisements, but there's a new one coming out like
Yeah.
really soon.
I do miss Patrick Warburton's voice though, like as the Tick. 'Cause
Well, it was on
it's
like an
just
animated
iconic.
thing, wasn't it?
No, it was live action.
Was it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Learn something
Yeah.
new every day. It was never aired in the UK, but I don't know how I watched it, but I watched it. It's one of those things like the Monsters where you watch it, but then like no one's heard of it, so you think you've made it up.
The what now?
The Tick.
No, the other one you just said.
Oh, the Monsters.
Well,
Monsters, like.
Well,
I know that, yeah.
well, me and you have a thing that for years and years we thought that Zap.
Oh god.
Did
yeah.
you ever watch that TV show Zap?
Oh, that might have been before Charlie was even born, because that wasn't on for long.
Okay, so I went.
Zap,
I
yeah.
went years, absolutely years, thinking I imagined a TV show because everyone my age, everyone
to be
a
fair-
year younger than me, a year older than me, no one knew what this TV show
And
was.
to be fair, Zap was insane.
And I
mad.
recently just found someone else who remembers it up in Leeds.
So it was a French show made for deaf kids.
Okay.
So there's like no sound or like voices in it, but it was like a comic strip.
Yeah, I can see it now.
It was mad, man.
So you had Dennis the Menace as a female.
Neil
You had
Buchanan's in
Menace
it.
or something her name was.
Yeah,
In
then
the yellow thing.
yeah, with the pigtails.
Neil Buchanan.
Then you had the artist.
Never.
Yeah.
You had the
Yeah,
artist
this
guy, who I reckon
Hans.
looks kind of like Charlie. If
I
you
don't
if you had black hair and the hat he had, I reckon.
Yeah.
Saying that, I'm going off of memory from years ago.
The
so
hands.
the hands,
Yeah.
yeah, and then that weird dorky guy.
No, I've seen this show.
You've seen it then?
Yeah.
It was mad. Absolutely
Like,
bonkers.
like it's like a vague, like,
Yeah.
it's like that show Doug. Do you remember watch
I
that?
used to love Doug.
Doug. Doug. It's
It's
fucking great. And that is Real Monsters. You hear that?
Ah, real
Oh,
monsters.
with the
Right.
with the hands.
People always
Okay.
think my frog tattoo is real monsters.
I've never met anyone who's seen it. Apart from, Lauren.
Monsters.
Yeah.
What else is there? Hey Arnold.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Hey, Arnold.
Yeah.
I had the
Hey,
movie on
Arnold.
I had the movie on DVD.
Oh, the movie wasn't good.
It wasn't good at all. It was crap.
Isn't that the one where he goes to like the jungle or something with his parents?
You can't remember, to be honest, but I've never been trash.
Rugrats movie, that's a classic.
Yeah.
The first Rugrats movie is great. And the second one's quite good.
The Paris one, the Paris one's so good. The wild one is good when they meet the wild Thornberrys.
Yeah, oh god,
then they get like shipwrecked, don't they? Yeah.
Did you ever watch Fillmore?
Fillmore, yeah.
I
That was a Disney show though, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Disney.
I never watched much Disney.
He was like a hall monitor or some bullshit?
Hall monitor, and then you had the girl as well, but they acted like they were like LAPD.
Yeah, it was fucking sick.
It was proper detective, you know. Then Lizzie McGuire was also.
Lizzie McGuire,
that's coming back, isn't it?
That's coming back. Yeah,
it is. Yeah. Oh, they brought
for
back,
Disney Plus.
They brought back That's So Raven, and it is just horrible.
It's not so Raven.
It is not.
It's not. It's just not good.
I mean, they should have just left Corey in the house.
Corey in the house was crap. Corey in the house, fucking hell. Makes no sense. Why would he just go with his dad? Why wouldn't the entire family move with him? What? Do you know what I mean?
No, I never watched many Disney shows. The only Disney show I used to watch was Recess.
Yeah, Recess was good.
Recess
was fucking amazing.
Lizzie McGuire, Recess.
What? Did we do the Peaky Blinders series finale?
You
Shit. Peaky Blinders.
No, we haven't spoken about it. I haven't seen it really, have I?
Didn't like the last series.
I liked it, not to the extent of the other series, but I still liked it.
It's so predictable now. Like, it's always the same.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's
like
not
Tommy has a rival. Oh, rival outsmarts Tommy. Oh, Tommy outsmarts rival. Oh, Tommy wins in the end. It's just...
Apart from this one.
No, but still, you know where it's going.
Oh yeah, eventually, yeah.
Yeah, coming back again, just like fucking Arthur did.
Well, they're basing it off actual history on this one.
Oh, fair.
Not you know, exact, but it is based off things that did happen.
It's bound to be now. What year is it? What
the
year
Billy
are they in
Boys
now?
were a real thing in that.
What year are they at now in this, like, new season?
1930s.
1930s.
Yeah.
The Nazi Party was just about like 1932, I think it is.
I think it's 1932.
Fuck.
I mean, it's the start of you know.
Oh, I've been watching a documentary about the Nazi Titanic. The Nazis made a version of the Titanic movie.
Of course they did.
Yeah, check it out. It's interesting. It is interesting.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to see that, if I'm honest.
It's a film that exists.
It's a film
probably
that exists,
shouldn't
yeah.
exist.
I'll tell you what, I would love to see a whole Titanic movie directed and animated by the people who do Rick and Morty. Because you remember that Titanic episode they did? No? Where Jerry goes onto the Titanic.
Oh, yeah.
I would love them.
That's the one where they have the party in it.
Yeah, I would love them to take any movie and just do a whole movie spoof the whole movie.
Like
Yes.
Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. Lethal Weapon.
Because when they do...
They kind of do it with Pickle Rick.
Yeah.
Like, that's any action movie ever.
Exactly. Imagine if they did a full-length movie like that. And it doesn't have to be, you know, that serious. Like, it doesn't have to... It doesn't have to be the genius that they're doing. It could just literally be a little silly spoof. Rick does not have to be in it at all.
Yeah.
I'd just love to see their sense of humour in a whole movie.
Yeah.
That's taking the piss out of a movie that already exists.
I could see that, but I don't think they would do it, though.
Nah,
Do you know what I
I
mean?
can't
No, they
see
definitely wouldn't.
Like, they can't bother to do a season 4, can they? They only just started doing it, haven't they? Oh, it's coming out
It's coming
soon.
out, I think, is it like 21st of November, maybe?
It is coming out in November.
The 5th of November, maybe?
Remember.
I think it's the 16th for some reason. I know it's definitely November. So online it just says November. It hasn't actually got a...
Like, this feels
date.
like the Matrix here now. This
Oh, yeah, it
scene.
feels like the end of the Matrix when he's
Yeah.
fighting at the train station there.
Have you ever seen The Elephant Man?
John Hurt. No, I haven't.
Oh, we were talking about it the other day.
Yeah?
Yesterday, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That's
yes,
a great
they-
film. Amazing. Right. I love the Elephant Man. It's like one of my fascinations. I used to do, when I was doing the seances, I used to do an Elephant Man seance.
Yeah.
I've been to London like 6 times. Every time I go there, the museum where like all his stuff is fucking closed.
Yeah.
Every time. And I go there every time to go in there, and every time I go, it's fucking closed. Does my head in.
You ever try going when it's open?
No, because my schedules didn't fit in with their opening times. I didn't go to London specifically to see Elephant Man.
Fuck's sake.
Mr. Pilkington has a massive. I can't say that word. He really likes the Elephant Man as well, doesn't he? I never got the fascination with him.
Are we done for another week?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
are.
Dean, thank you for coming on to the podcast.
Again.
Again, yeah. 2 weeks in a row. Bosh.
Yeah, I know. It's a good thing I had a fortnight, yeah.
Yeah, it probably will be a while before you're back on again.
Yeah, I'll see you all next year.
Yeah.
Hopefully next year.
Yeah.
Episode 85.
We'll do something before that, I imagine.
Yeah.
Banging, that's V for Vendetta.
Yeah.
Fireworks night. Boom.
Yeah, this has been the Conversation Is podcast.
Yeah.
I've been Charlie Pitson.
I've been Ash Hughes.
Captain D. Maxwell McLean.
Boom.
Goodbye.
Subscribe to HillRat on YouTube and all the other stuff in it.
Yeah, all the other stuff. Yeah, we're just getting lazy.
Yeah,
Just-
we're everywhere. I mean, if you can't find us by now, then you're not looking at you, so that's your problem then.
Yep. Fucking losers. Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.